Hello and welcome. We're Terrabase, a company that specialises in building bespoke database systems designed around how businesses actually operate. In this video, we're going to look at when spreadsheets stop working effectively for a business and what organisations can do instead to build systems that scale properly. Most businesses start with spreadsheets. They're simple, flexible and easy to set up. For a small team managing a limited amount of data, spreadsheets can work perfectly well. In fact, tools like Excel and Google Sheets are incredibly powerful when used for what they were designed for. But as a business grows, something interesting tends to happen. What started as a simple spreadsheet gradually becomes the system that the business relies on. More data gets added. More people start using it. More versions appear. New spreadsheets get created to track different processes. And before long, what used to be simple becomes difficult to manage. This is the point where spreadsheets start causing more problems than they solve. One of the first signs is version confusion. You might have multiple copies of the same spreadsheet being emailed around or stored in different folders. Someone updates one version, someone else updates another, and suddenly nobody is entirely sure which file contains the correct information. Another common issue is manual work. Teams end up spending hours copying data between spreadsheets, updating rows manually, or checking formulas to make sure everything is still working correctly. Small mistakes can easily creep in, and those mistakes can spread through reports, forecasts, or operational processes. Then there's reporting. When your data lives across several spreadsheets, pulling together accurate information becomes slow and frustrating. Simple questions like, "What's our current status?" or "How did we perform this month?" suddenly require manual work just to gather the data. Over time, this creates hidden costs. Not just in terms of time, but also in terms of errors, inefficiency, and missed opportunities. When your team spends hours managing spreadsheets, that's time they're not spending on more valuable work. This is usually the moment when businesses start realizing they need something better. Instead of relying on spreadsheets as the core system, they move towards a more structured solution, often in the form of a database or bespoke software designed around their processes. A well-designed system centralises information in one place. Instead of multiple spreadsheets scattered across a business, everything lives in a single source of truth. Workflows that used to be manual can be automated. Data can update automatically. Reports can be generated instantly, and teams can access the information they need without digging through files. At Terrabase, this is exactly the type of problem we help businesses solve. Rather than forcing companies to adapt to rigid off-the-shelf tools, bespoke systems are designed around how a business actually operates. That means workflows, data structures, and reporting are built specifically to support the way the organization works. The result isn't just better technology, it's smoother operations, clearer insights, and far less time spent managing data manually. Spreadsheets will always have their place. They're great tools for analysis, planning, and small-scale data management. But when they become the backbone of a growing business, that's often a sign it's time to think about a more scalable system. Because when the right systems are in place, your data works for you, instead of the other way around. Thanks for watching. If you found this useful, feel free to follow Terrabase for more insights on building smarter systems for growing businesses.